Alright. We're just getting up here. That's bright. It's around 6 o'clock in the morning. We're just now getting up. Gonna start packing, getting everything ready for the trip.
Nature walk!
It's gonna be fun. Through all this, we are kind of excited just to go out and kind of be in nature and be in its beauty and be in its presence and just kind of be spectators and sit back and take in everything it has to give us. In class, we took all those nature walks and we really got to witness how beautiful nature is, and we hope that this trip is going to give us it. We've heard a lot of good things about Sleepy Hollow State Park, and the pictures look awesome online, and we sadly didn't get to leave our tent the last time we went, just because we kind of got rained on, and we left pretty early the next day. So hopefully this will be a little different. The weather looks good. It's going to be cold, but it shouldn't be too bad in terms of rain. It's going to be mostly snow. So we're excited, nature's always been this escape for me, and it's always been this place that I can go to for inspiration, for resolution, for comfort, and for beauty. And so that's I'm excited for that.
Wow, that's bright. Definitely kind of the opposite for me. This is going to be besides the last time, this is going to be my first big nature adventure that's going to happen. I'm pretty excited. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a little bit cold today, but hopefully...
It was colder last time, though.
Yeah, true. I mean, hopefully weather won't be that bad, probably. Hopefully it'll just be bearable. But, I mean, hopefully we'll find some nice areas where we could just, sit down and enjoy the nature and just try to escape the society that's going on right now. Try to understand what most of the authors that we read in the course packet and whatnot, try to understand what they're trying to say to us. Walking into nature and appreciating nature, it gives you enlightenment or just answers to all your problems. So I don't know, this is gonna be my first time, and that's definitely something that I'm really looking forward to. I'm pretty excited. Maybe get some cool pictures in there, so yeah, pretty interesting. Oh man.
This is wild.
Oh.
So we've been here for 2 hours now. It's about 12 o'clock. We're a little pissed off. We're not gonna lie. We were hoping we'd come to a more wilderness setting than what we've seen. The weather's been nice. It's been, you see a lot of snow. It's really pretty, and we've caught a little bit of the snowfall. It's not too cold now. It's like 30 degrees, 28 degrees. Still freezing, but it's not too bad. We're a little more worried that where we came isn't so what we had in mind. We were hoping we'd come to a part where we can kind of get a more wilderness feel, a little more seclusion from the outside world, and we haven't really gotten that yet. Everywhere we go, we see like a little hint of human involvement, human touch. We see signs, we see like right there. We've seen like disc golf courses and pre-made trails, and it's kind of bullshit. It's not really what we had in mind.
Yeah, exactly. I thought there was gonna be like more just secluded areas where you could just do our own thing and decide where we want to go. But like, just everywhere we go, there's definitely like a touch of, oh, like someone else was here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess it is a park, but I thought there was gonna be more like we could do our own thing and just figure out what we're gonna do by ourselves. But there's always paths.
Yeah, I agree. We were hoping we'd come and kind of see it, and it's just stupid. Like, we understand that people want to come out here and have a good time and kind of enjoy nature, but we've seen some ridiculous shit like cement laid on some path, probably for disc golfers, but still, I mean, where is that going to go 20 years from now? The cement's still going to be there. Cement doesn't really degrade and break down like that. So what kind of hindering is that doing to the natural setting here? We've just seen some litter all over the place, some fallen trees that clearly were due to the cement that was laid around or something like that. So we're going to try and keep walking, and we're going to keep kind of searching for that area that we were looking for and that we were hoping we'd come across. We're having a good time. I mean, it's definitely the right trip, but it's not what we had in mind initially, and so.
I mean, yeah, it's actually definitely getting it's time to get a little bit colder, but I mean, it's what we expected. But definitely fun. Hopefully, we'll find somewhere where we could just like go and just be like, all right, man, finally some area that's just untouched. But
yeah, cool.
We'll see what happens. These things were looking sick from afar. Next thing you know, these things have like thorns everywhere. I ran into them. I was like, oh, how pretty. And next thing you know.
Alright, so we are now at the third part of our hike. We've been out here for about 5 hours now. Weather's crazy. It's been raining a lot. You guys can see the snow all over the ground, but that was from earlier. That was around 12. Now it's around 3 or 4. Yeah, the weather's picked up. It's been raining a lot.
Yeah.
Winds are heavy. It's really cold. It's around like 25 degrees, 24 degrees Fahrenheit. We're at an elevation about like 800 feet, 850 feet. And so, okay, so we left the interview last time kind of disgusted with the way humans have colonized this place and have kind of taken over what we thought was a true natural setting. We kind of came to the state park thinking we could definitely hit some areas that weren't touched by human influence and were kind of true wilderness settings, but we've come to realize that everywhere we go you can kind of see proof that humans have been there. That it's almost like a been there, done that type scenario. And so now what we're coming to realize is that we're freezing our asses off. And we've actually now resorted to using what we hated. You could see we're sitting on a bench. And there is the shelter that we're going to be going to in a few minutes just to kind of get some cover from the wind and from the rain. It's really bad. I mean, I came with some waterproof gear, but yeah, it's freezing. And what we've learned, what I've learned, I'll kind of cover that in a minute, is that it's not so clear. You know, it's not either you come and you use all the facilities that the state's given you, or you come and you pick up a tent and that's it. You go kind of live on your own. There's definitely a spectrum. You know, we want it to be in the natural world, but we don't want to die. You know, you don't want to be out here and freeze to death. So we've definitely learned to appreciate.
Yeah, you kind of like realize that just people and society nowadays and how we live just doesn't really let us live in nature the way that we want to. Like, people come to the realization that no matter what, you still need the shelter, and whatever you bring that you try to survive out here is just, and then it won't be enough because nature nowadays, we've become too dependent on our own inventions and shelters.
Yeah, I mean, like, we never invented coal to purposely destroy nature.
Yeah.
You know, we invented it to stay warm. It's an efficient mode of energy. You know, it's an efficient way to give a lot of people energy, and you learn that's what you need. You know,
and it's pretty sad how like we went through the entire day like just with basic stuff, and then now we've come to the point where we just can't handle the weather anymore, and we're gonna use the shelter that we hated the entire day.
Yeah.
But we've accepted the fact that, you know, nature got us beat, and you got to do what you got to do to survive.
Exactly, and you know, we definitely don't agree that the way we live right now is conducive or it's appropriate or it's long lasting. You know, we definitely saw some areas where it was absolutely unnecessary, the cement that was laid or the path that was created. You know, but it's a spectrum. It's not so black and white. We don't appreciate those areas, but there's some areas that we do appreciate, like the shelter, like this bench.
Exactly.
And so we've come to kind of like get on our knees and kind of like submit ourselves to nature and say, you know what, we can't live out here the way we thought people could, or the way we at least wanted to experience, so that we can get like a true natural experience. It's the best of both worlds. It's a combination of both. It's living respectfully within nature and understanding your limits. And I think we are coming to realize that, and we may end up heading out in the next hour or so, just as soon as we get some shelter and we can find our way back.